Today, we'll be going through how to complete the Anacortes Schools Foundation General Scholarship Application. It's important to remember you can save your progress and return to complete this application later. It doesn't have to be done all in one go. To do that, you have two options. Click Save at the bottom right, and a link will pop up that you can choose to copy and paste to get back to your specific application. Or you can click here for the Email Me My Link, enter your email address, then click Send. That will email you the link for your application. We highly recommend saving and double checking everything before submitting, because once an application has been submitted, it cannot be changed. Before any of the application questions can be viewed, there are a couple of questions that must be answered. The first question we have is, are you intending to take a gap year? All our scholarships can only be awarded to students intending to use them in the upcoming school year, so if you are taking a gap year, you will need to apply next year. Next, is your annual tuition fully funded? ASF scholarships can only be used for base tuition and required fees, so if you have enough funding to cover your base tuition and required fees already, then you do not qualify for any of our scholarships. And finally, are you graduating high school this year, or are you a current college student? Running Start students should select graduating high school this year, and students that took a gap year should apply as a current college student. Today, we will be using graduating high school. Once you have made your selection, the remainder of the application will be viewable. The application checklist shown here lists all of the information we require on the left. Items on the right are completely optional, but some items may be needed to qualify you for certain scholarships. Please read all the information in this application thoroughly. First up is the applicant information, where you will provide information about yourself. Please do not use an Anacortes High School email address in this section, since that email address will be deactivated once you graduate. The email you list here is the email address we will use to notify scholarship recipients, so it needs to be accessible after graduation. Some of our scholarships have very specific requirements. If you would like to be considered for all scholarships that you qualify for, select anything from the list below that apply to you. You can choose to skip this section, and you will still be considered for any scholarships without the specific requirements listed in this section. Next is the school information. In this section, you will list your college information, SAT and ACT scores if you have them, and you will have the opportunity to upload your college financial package. This will include any fee information from your college. Students graduating from AHS this June will also have the option to authorize the school district to release your transcripts directly to ASF rather than uploading them yourself. Uploaded transcripts must include your most recently completed term, and you can upload that at the bottom of the application in the Upload section if you do not choose this option. In this section, please be sure to indicate if your chosen college is a four-year institution or a two-year institution or technical program, as this will trigger other required information below. Next is the financial information section. Please list only the amount of your base annual tuition and required school fees. Our scholarships cannot be used for room and board, books, travel, etc. This amount is published on your school's website, like the example shown here. To be considered for any scholarships with a financial need requirement, we will need page 1 only of your student aid report from your FAFSA application. You can upload that here. Next is the two applicant questions and personal statement. Please complete both questions in 250 words or less and upload your personal statement here. And finally, the document upload section. Your resume and official transcripts are a requirement. Please be sure your transcripts include your most recently completed quarter, semester, or term. The supporting information statement and recommendations are completely optional. Photos are also completely optional. We use these primarily on our website and social media for marketing purposes. But oftentimes, scholarship donors will request a photo of the recipient of their scholarship, and this is where that photo would come from as well. Photos are not given to the Scholarship Selection Committee and will only be seen after scholarships have been awarded. Please read all of the information provided here very carefully, and once you are confident that your application is complete, you can sign here and click the Submit button. Or, as I mentioned, you can save and return and submit your application at a later date. Once an application is submitted, no further changes can be made. If you have any questions, please email scholarships@asfkids.org. Thank you.